Well, hello, SNHU 107 students, and welcome to week 7, module 7 in your SNHU 107 course. I wanted to take just a couple of minutes and run you through where to find and what is due for module 7 in SNHU 107. So as always, you can click on course menu, learning modules, scroll down to the week that you're looking for. This week, we're focusing in on module 7. This week, you will notice that you have two assignments. One is a discussion assignment, and then you have your final project. That academic success plan is due here in Module 7. I wanted to point out that this 7-1 discussion is not graded. This is just a space where you can ask questions, share tips for writing, or discuss like helpful time management or motivational strategies. You've used this term, or tips and tricks on how you put together your final project. This is that space for those kinds of things. You don't post your final project here, nothing like that. This is just an optional discussion area. You don't have to type anything or post anything if you don't want to. I just wanted to point out that it is here, and it's a great place in case you have questions about the Module 7 project, or you just wanted to share some things that you've learned this term or some tips and tricks that have worked for you that might benefit your classmates in their success. The assignment I want to center in on is this 7-2 project submission, the academic success plan. As always, click on guidelines and rubric, and it'll take you to an overview and instructions of the project itself. I wanted to point out a couple of things. As you scroll through this project and guidelines, you will see the directions, and it lists out all the questions that are in the template. But I wanted to zero in on this what to submit and supporting materials. Underneath what to submit, you'll see the blue gets you to where you want to go. You have this academic success plan template that looks like this once you open it up. As always, just like with all the journal assignments you've submitted here for SNHU 107, you want to download that, click Enable Editing, and you answer each question by typing directly in the template. I'm just going to do a quick overview of finding these assignments and how to do this project this week. If you want a full detailed review, go back and watch the week 6 webinar with the SNHU academic support team, because we go through the project line by line. The most important thing is to recognize that when you type in the template, make sure that you are answering each question. The other thing I wanted to point out is that some of these questions might look a little familiar. Like we've touched on them and talked about them in previous modules. They're not 100% the exact same question though. So make sure that you are drawing upon previous answers, experiences, concepts that you've learned in this class to help you answer these questions. There is one area I wanted to point out when it gets to your mission and goals. If you did not have any changes for those, then you can just copy and paste your academic mission statement in all 3, 1, 2, 3 of your short-term goals here. So this is a look at the template, but the even cooler thing is that y'all have an actual example of this project and what it should look like when it's complete in Module 7 underneath supporting materials. If you click on Project Example, it is going to pull up a PDF document that'll give you a wonderful framework and foundation for what your finished academic success plan should look like. You will notice that the questions are here, and then in the bold is the answers that this student used for the example. As you work through your own academic success plan template, remember not to use this content word for word, but it gives you a great idea of how to get started and how to answer the question. The other thing I wanted to point out is that each question, like number 1, might have multiple things that you are answering. So make sure you slow down and double check the details and make sure you know what questions you need to answer and that you answer all parts of the question. For example, here in question 1, you're identifying a problem-solving technique or method you've used in a previous situation and explain how it helped you. So that's the first thing you're going to do. How might problem-solving methods be different in diverse cultures or fields of work? That's the second thing you're going to answer. And third, how can effective problem-solving help you in your academic journey? So this question 1 centers all around problem solving, but there's 3 different pieces to it. So you'll notice that this student answered, I have used a trial and error problem solving method, and then explained it. And then explaining the different fields of work is what they used for their examples, and then how effective problem solving can help them in their academic journey. Make sure as you work through this that you're answering each question and all the pieces and parts of the question. Another area I wanted to point out is question 5. Here again, you're choosing 2 SNHU resources. Remember, those are departments and resources that are part of the university, and you're choosing 2 social supports. Those are people, places, things, organizations outside the university that'll help you most with achieving your mission and goals. You're naming them, but you also want to make sure you explain why these resources and social supports are key for your success. So you will notice that when this student laid out their answers in the example, they put the name of the resource instructor and then explained how they will help support their success, okay? As a reminder, your mission statement and 3 short-term goals can go right here. Don't forget the pieces and parts of those short-term goals. Make sure that you have your goal, but also have them. Make sure that you have all 3 of them and that you have all pieces and parts of your mission statement. As you get all the way to the end, don't forget to finish your template with explaining what your biggest takeaway, so what is the biggest tip for success or the thing that stuck with you the most that you learned here in SNHU 107. We're so excited to read these final projects. This is, again, a great time to work with our academic support team. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out to your instructor, or you can reach out to me in the SNHU 107 LC. You got this. Have a great week 7.